All right, so it started. Yeah, I say we just jump in the quiz because I'm just looking over all my notes on it and stuff. And I mean, some of the questions we were so simple. I'm like, oh, hey, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And the rest was, I mean, I didn't have any questions. So, I mean, I'm game for just starting the quiz.
All right. Let's go ahead and do that
Cool.
then. Did you hear about we're getting a new president, BYU Idaho?
Yeah, my phone beeped on it. President Eyring, is that what I'm hearing?
The son, he's President Gilbert's starting like they're doing a new church university, which is the BYU Worldwide Pathway or Pathway Worldwide.
Right.
And so President Gilbert is going to run that, and then President Eyring is going to take over BYU Idaho. So.
And that's Elder Eyring's son, right?
Yeah. He's been there
That's
for a long
cool.
time.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we had all the people up here today, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, my buddy just pinged me a text saying, "Hey, did you hear?" But he said it was Elder Eyring. I'm like, really? Because he was already once, sorta. I mean, he was the president of Rick's College way back when. But
Yeah, it's the son. It's Henry J. Eyring is what his name is.
gotcha.
He's a really cool guy, though.
That's awesome. That's good news.
Mhm.
I'm sure it won't be hard to talk Dad into coming down and saying a few words occasionally. Huh?
Definitely not. Definitely not. All right, let me just pull up the book real quick. I always like to have that up.
Yep, I understand that.
Whenever I'm trying to pull stuff up quickly, it just takes forever for some reason, but
Yeah,
I'm
mine
going.
too.
Just for some reason. All right. So I am ready when you are.
I'm there as well. Just open the normal probability app. All right. Okay, so jump into question 3 if you're ready.
Yes, sir.
All right. Find the margin of error for a 90% confidence interval when the standard deviation is 50 and population is 25, round to 3 decimal places. So we're going to do the shading is the only thing I always worry about. But in this case, it's the middle, right? We want it to be.
I believe so.
Okay, so it gives us a positive z score of 1.5 negative. All right.
Sorry, I missed that.
So positive
You want to see it a little better?
1.645.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Okay. And then we've got a standard deviation of 50. And a square root of 25. So let's see. So we don't have. All right. All right, maybe I'm setting this up wrong, or I just don't understand. But we should have an X bar, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't give us an X bar. Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I was just looking at the homework, trying to figure out, okay, how come I'm not getting everything I need to be here? All right, and I will look at the book. All right.
For some reason, I'm just really confused right now.
I am too. I mean, I'm looking at all these
There's too
questions.
many numbers on here. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be looking at. There's formulas. For some reason, I felt like in the assignment, I didn't really have a question like this. Maybe it did. I don't know.
Well, it did, but it gave us that extra number. I mean, we're missing the X bar,
Uh-huh.
which is okay
Yeah,
if they
that's
gave us the Z, but they don't give us the Z either.
the Z-score.
Yeah. Well, no, we got the Z score. Sorry.
Yeah, because that's what we calculated.
Exactly. So it's the um,
The point estimate is what we're looking for.
yeah.
How do we find that? Let's look.
Oh, okay. So the formula is because we're looking for the margin of error, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm in the book. The formula is going to be the Z score times 50 divided by the square root of 25. That's what I'm seeing here.
Where are we? Where are you at? What point?
So I am so I'm about 2/3 of the way down at step 1.
Step 1.
Yeah, and I'm specifically looking at, well, it says the part of the equation is added and subtracted from the X bar is called the margin of error. We'll denote the margin of error to be the letter M. So then it gives us the equation M equals Z, which is the Z score, times O over the square root of N.
Okay, I got it too.
You got it?
Yes.
And then I also was looking at question 9. If you look at the solution, it shows you how to do it there too. So
Okay.
I think that's going to be our way to do it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate that and see if we get the same thing. That's all right.
Yep.
6.
So I got 16.45.
Still going here. I just forgotten the numbers.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. $16.45, is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I
That's
got.
what I got as well.
They want us to round to 3 decimals, so I was going to do 16.450.
Okay. Man, I don't know why that was so hard.
Why you know? It's weird because what is going on? It's like we're missing something here. So let's see. Sorry, I still kind of got the sniffles. I'm feeling a lot better, but
That's great. Probably should have asked. Sorry about that.
no, that's all right. I just still sneezing and coughing, so I apologize if it gets crazy.
No, you're all right. Okay, the next one. Which of the following statements is true? Probably check the book real quick.
That's what I was thinking.
Man, I'm having a hard time right now, I guess. It's been a long day. I just don't even know where
Well,
to start.
most of this is like new. I'm like, wait a minute. We didn't go over any of this, but
Yeah, I was thinking the same kind of thing, but well,
okay. So in 3.1 in the homework, talks about point estimators.
yep, that's where I am too.
Okay, so it says, think about the mean if u is unknown. How do we know? The short answer is that we never know for sure if x is close to u. Sorry, I was thinking that might answer a question. But... I actually think it's the second one.
So it says later down in 4, I don't know if this is helpful or not, but In 4 where it says putting it all together, confidence intervals where mu and standard deviation is known.
Yeah.
The third sentence, the second and third sentence says this equation gives a confidence interval for mu. The confidence interval is actually a point estimate x plus or minus the margin of error. So x is the point estimate.
Is the point estimate. So that would be
So it says confidence interval is actually a point estimate plus or minus the margin of error. So would it be that x is a kind of what you said, a point estimator for u?
I think so. So you're still thinking the second one?
Yeah, that was the proof I was trying to present
Yeah.
there for that case.
I agree.
Okay, let's move on then, because I'm tired of
Okay.
looking at that one.
Yep, me too. Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
Information. Gina wants to construct a 95% confidence interval for her GMAT score. She knows the standard deviation, a mu of 113. She collects a simple random sample of 64 and computes the X bar at 526. Use this information for the next 6 questions. What is the point estimate for the true GMAT? So we need to get the 95%, right?
Yeah. I got 1.960 as the z-score.
Yeah, me too. So we'll have, because you do it twice, right? One with a plus and one with a minus.
Yeah.
So it'd be 526 plus, if you do it first, how are you going to do it? So 1.96, and that's times 113 divided by 64 with a square root of 64, right?
Yeah, which is 8.
So on the first one, did you get 529.460 or 461?
Yes.
Okay.
529.46. Would it be 1? 461?
Yeah, that's what I put.
Because we're rounding to 3 decimal places.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me just clarify. You got 529.461.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Margin of error. Okay, so we just did this one. I think I remember how to do it.
Now wait, that's the point estimate. Wait a minute. What did we just figure out? We just figured out one of the points, right?
Yes.
We need to do that twice and then take the middle of them. Is that how we do it?
Sounds right.
Go back to look at number 7. Oh, yeah.
In the question, there's only one answer, it looks like. Number 7.
It just takes it right out of the reading, too.
The sample mean is 541.
Yeah, and that's what they take the population, the point estimate is as well.
So should we do the same?
Yeah, I think we got to take,
526.
yep. So we made that a little harder than we needed to, but hey.
Hey, it's good practice for later.
Yeah. We'll probably end up using that part of the problem anyway. Yeah, I think in the second one, we'll number 6 here was the margin of error for the 95% confidence interval. Yeah, so now we got to do it both times, I think.
Well, this one is the margin of error, which I think is the same as the first one we did, number 3. And then number 7 says the lower limit, which means the negative.
Yep.
And then number 8 is the upper limit.
Yeah.
So that would probably be the 529.461 that we got.
Was the upper limit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the lower limit, I don't know because we haven't done it, but
Yeah.
We can obviously recalculate that if we need to.
Yeah.
But I think this margin of error question number 6 is just the way we did number 3.
I think you're right. So it's the 1.960 times the 113 divided by the square root of 64.
Let me know what you get when you get it.
I got 27.685.
That's what I got.
Okay.
We'll just round to 3 then, I guess.
Yeah. That was the lower limit. Okay. So for the lower limit, I got 498.315. What you got?
I'm still working it, but
Okay.
looks like it'll probably be that. Oh, you're good. Sorry, say your answer again.
498.315.
Yeah. That is what I got.
Cool.
All right. On to the next one. And so the upper limit was just the 529.4161, I think, is what we had.
Yep, 0.461. Yep.
Okay. What would happen to the width of the confidence interval if Gina increased the sample size?
I think it decreases, but hold on, let me read my notes here.
On 4.2, one of the questions says, what would happen to the confidence interval if the sample size n was increased, but the other values still stayed the same? It says, since the sample size n is the denominator, if n is increased, square root of n would increase, and the fraction standard deviation over square root of n would decrease, which would lead to a smaller margin of error. In other words, if the sample size is increased, the width of the confidence interval will decrease.
So,
Just what you said.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But. All right, what would happen to the width of the confidence interval if Gina changed to a 99% confidence interval?
Okay, so that's the next question on here, and it says increasing the confidence level will lead to larger values of z. If z is increased, then the margin of error would increase. This would lead to a wider confidence interval.
So it's increased. All right, is it my turn to read?
Yeah, I was just gonna say sorry if you hear some pounding. My wife's beating some chicken in here, so.
No, don't worry about it, man. My kids will come running through here in a minute, and you'll be like, "What did you just say?" So. All right, Bright Bulb Light Bulb Company is planning a study to assess the average life expectancy of their light bulbs. They know the standard deviation is 400 hours. They want a 95% confidence interval with a margin of error of 50. What sample size do they need? And then round to the whole number, round up to the whole number. Okay, so this is we're just going to plug, this is the equation where n equals z times O over m, and then square all that.
So it's that, you said m equals z times O divided by the, so it's the margin of error. Is that what we're looking for?
No, we're looking for, we need to figure out the sample size. So the sample size is n.
So it's the same equation, just
Rearranged.
rearranged. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So. All right, let me figure this out. So,
Microwave.
400 hours. So we need the normal probability applet for, what's the score? 95%. So it's the 1.96.
Yeah, so it's 50 divided by 1.96. 25. And multiply that by 100. Then you take the square root of that.
Well, we're doing the opposite, so we'll end up squaring it because we got to reshuffle the equation
yes,
around.
square. Yes, exactly.
So I got 246. That's rounding up.
Okay. That is what I got as well.
So
Oh, dang. That's a lot of information.
yeah, that's why I was looking at it too.
I think I'm probably just going to read it in my head because it's a lot of numbers.
That's fine, yeah.
I guess I'll just let you know when I'm done reading.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I finished reading.
Okay, me too. So we have to
What
figure out
is the
the lower limit. Yeah. So oh, he's got to get data out of there. All right, so we're saying so they're saying so we're going to take 100,000, right?
Yes.
And we're going to add and subtract. We'll do it twice. Well, for this case, we'll subtract. And then we're going to subtract the z-score, which, let me see what percent. No, sorry, it's 111,000. Wait. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. So yeah, we're gonna take the 111,000, right? Not the 100,000, because that's what we found,
That's the X bar.
right? So we'll take that, and then we'll subtract 95% confidence, which is 1.96, and then that's gonna be times by the 36,730, which is divided by the square root of 36, right?
Yes.
So it sounds like we're setting that up right. Okay. All right, so I got for the lower end 99,001.533.
You always get the answers at the same time. That is what I got as well.
Okay, good. All right. So then we just got to do it again with addition this time. It's actually, we can take the number. Okay, so I got 122,998.467. That's what you got?
Yes. It said 122,998.467.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I got. All right. Oh. Number 14 might be a gimme. I don't know. We'll see. There are three requirements need to be checked when computing a confidence interval for a mean. They are a simple random sample is drawn from population.
X is normally distributed and the standard deviation is assumed to be known. What's the other? All the above.
All of the above. I think what do my notes say here?
It's on page, it's on section 4.4 requirements of the reading.
So synonym random sample, X is distributed. Oh, so it's all of the above.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how we did. Ooh,
Missed
nice.
0.5.
Which one? We got the upper one wrong in question 8.
Well, let's get it loaded up again.
Yeah. All right, let's fill out the ones.
Sorry, I'm almost done. I'm not sure if you're done, but
Yep, I'm just filling in everything we got right, so I can go back and just work on that one.
yeah, me too.
All right, so what did I do wrong? I got 553.685 this time.
That's what I got too.
I know what we did last time. That's weird.
Yeah. 553.685. That's probably it. You know, I'll turn mine in and see if it's right, and if it's not, then we can work through it again.
Okay.
Unless you already turned yours in, but
I hadn't. Yeah.
yeah, it's 100, so that's it.
Cool.
Man, that was a doozy. More of a doozy than we anticipated, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah.
I feel like we learned it a little bit better.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. Cool. All right. Well, I'll get this video posted and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. We'll see you on Thursday then, Eric.
Yep. See you, Hayden. Thanks.
See you. Bye.
Bye.